Hi, I have in front of me here a wheelbarrow that we sell on the gardenshop.ie called the Clipper 90 litre wheelbarrow. And this is a very good quality wheelbarrow. It comes in a box like this and you have to assemble it when you receive it, but it's extremely easy to assemble. You can do it in a matter of minutes, okay? Just to give you a quick overview of the thing. The capacity of this tray here is 90 litres. It's made of a heavy duty plastic and the frame here, which comes in two pieces, is all zinc plated and seam welded, and then the final piece of the jigsaw is the pneumatic tyre here itself. Then we have a couple of nuts and bolts and a single spanner here comes with it, and this is sufficient to assemble this. All the nuts in the assembly of this are 13mm. So what I'm quickly going to do now is actually assemble this wheelbarrow. So the first thing I do is I just pick up the frame here, first part, and slot it into the second part of the frame. Which we'll do there. And the next thing is I take up this first long bolt here and I just slot it through. So what I'll do is I'll just push it all the way down and I slide it directly through like this. And I can tighten the first part by hand, and then I can use the spanner here to tighten it further. Now if you wish, you could use, instead of this tool, you can actually use a socket with a ratchet with a 13mm socket, and also a flathead screwdriver, which you can use on this side of the screw to stabilise it as you tighten it in. So I'll just continue with the assembly process here. So we'll move to the far side of the wheelbarrow. I just slot this through. Once again, I just tighten it in here. Next we come along, we pick up the wheel itself. There's bolts either side on it. So what we do is just unassemble this for a second, take the two bolts out, just move this frame out of the way, and we just drop it down like this. And the key point here is just to line up the holes so we can stick in this bolt. So I'm just doing this side here now, starting here, and I will move to the far side if you want to just move around. So we can see the hole is there, and we simply slot it through like that. And once again, we can hand tighten it in. Now I can tighten it in using this, and it'll work quite well, but you know, you have a reasonably small room for movement. So this is why I prefer the ratchet, or the socket here. You can turn it like this, tighten it in, keep the same process on the far side. So it's tight, but you're still able to turn it like that. Okay, so the next thing is actually put the tray on it. So we're very close to having a finished wheelbarrow at this point. So what we do is we come along, we drop the tray in like this, and we just slide it along until we line it up with the holes, which is here. Okay, and so I'll just do one corner first. So what we do is we simply push through this, it's just a flat head on it, there's no groove on it, and we get another nut, and we slot it from underneath. Now it's important with this, to put on the first bolt and only lightly tighten it. And then what we do is we put on another diagonal corner here. And now we'll just repeat the process for the other corners here. And it's important to do this because we need the play so we can actually come and put in the final hole here. And there, and we can just simply come along and tighten this into position now. So at that point then, I can just tighten it and either use the socket or the tool I'm given, do the final thing, and then we're at a position here where we actually have a fully assembled wheelbarrow. So as you can see, the pre-assembly might put some people off, but as you can see, it's extremely easy to assemble. It only takes a couple of minutes. The most basic of tools, you have a heavy duty wheelbarrow, and the other thing here is that you can see that there's extra features on here like the guard in front of the wheel, which is a handy feature, especially when it comes to taking out the wheelbarrow, all the rest of it. So this is a very high quality barrow available off the gardenshop.ie.